Hello, this video is on prefabs. So prefabs are a way to make copies, sort of like clones of objects. So before we had a couple of orange ones and a couple of purple ones, and each one of them we had to add its own collider and its own script and put it in the right layers and etc. So that we did for a couple of them, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But if we needed to do it for 50 or 100, it would be a lot of work. So instead, we can make a prefab of it. So to make a prefab is an asset. So we're coming down to assets, and first I'm going to create a new folder to hold my prefabs in. And then I'm going to click on my prefab folder, and then I'm going to create and prefab. And I'll call this orange. Okay. Now, this is an empty prefab. It doesn't have anything in it, but I'm going to take my object, my orange rectangle, from the hierarchy, and I'm going to drag it in here, and now I have an orange prefab. And you can see it's turned into a prefab because it turns blue in the hierarchy. And now I can delete that original one, and any other ones I might have that are orange. And then if I want to add prefabs, I can just drag them in like so. And you can see they're blue, they're prefabs. So if we look at the inspector for the prefab, we will see a couple things. So what's the difference between these two? The only difference is the position. So, and you can see in the rotation. So you can see here that is bold now, which is showing you that it's a prefab in every other way, but the bold things are the things that are special to that prefab. Everything else would look the same. See, this one has a box collider. It's set to, not set to is trigger, and this one has also a box collider, not set to is trigger. And anything else it would have had on it, it would have been in there. Now I can, if I want, and up here it's added on the prefab, select, revert, and apply. So I can put a bunch of prefabs in here. Let's see. Alright. Now, say I want this one prefab to be a little bit different, to be an is trigger prefab as opposed, and I want the other ones to say. I can come here and I can click on that and see how it's bold, just like the appears are. That means it's special for that prefab. Okay. Now I can say apply. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And if I go and look at the other ones, since I said apply, it applied it to all prefabs. Alright. If I want to revert, well, I can't now because I've saved it to everything. Oops. So let's change something else to our prefab. Let's change the color. I don't think that'll work. There we go. So I'm going to change the color of that one. So now I have an orange prefab that's red. Alright. Now say I want to go back. Oh, I shouldn't have an orange prefab that's red. I can go back. And say I want to get to the original prefab for some reason. I hit select, and that takes me down here to the original prefab, which then I can change the color of. And it changes all of them. See that? Because I'm changing the original one. And then I can't go back now anymore. See, and the revert and select and everything went away because I'm on that original prefab. So can I revert? Nope, because I changed the stuff to the original one. But I can change this one. Yeah, it's an ugly color. Let's see there. And see how it's only changed the one. Right. And it's bold. But if I hit apply, it will change all of them. Alright, and now color isn't bold anymore because it's applied to all of them. But, there we go. Now we changed the original one too. Alright, so prefabs can be really useful. You can make a bunch of prefabs, and like I said, you can change one or two individually, or you can make it so all the changes apply to all of the prefabs.